Namaste, I'm Dr. Shweta Chaudhary, Assistant Professor in Mewar University. In this, we will learn about leadership under organization behavior. First of all, we will discuss what do you mean by leadership. Leadership is not just about holding a position, but it's also about the ability to inspire others and its direct efforts towards achieving common goal. This even involves that both influencing people's behavior and creating an environment where individuals are motivated to contribute. There are some visions, influence, motivation, and empowerment. So we will discuss one by one. The vision, we can always say that leader provide a clear sense of direction and it inspires other to work toward their shared goal. He even influences other because he has some kind of ability where he can guide others, shape their decision, and even often through this he even persuade other than authority. He even motivate, we can say that inspiring followers to give their best, which can be achieved through recognition or through reward or shared purpose. He also empowerment is there. Empowerment is also there in a leader. Like leader empowers others by granting them autonomy and providing opportunity for growth and development. Leadership, our leadership basically focuses on a long-term vision, people and motivation, whereas management focus on uh, organizing resources, overseeing tasks, ensuring efficiency in day-to-day operations. So it is the difference between leadership and management. We will discuss the trait theory of leadership. Trait theory basically focus on identifying the characteristics that make a leader successful. These theories suggest that certain traits are inherent in leader and people who possess these traits are likely to be effective leader. So these traits, we will discuss all the traits according to the theory. The first one is intelligence. The leader has a cognitive ability to process information and make sound decision. He is always confident. As leader need to project self-assurance, inspiring trust and respect. He even have the integrity. Integrity, we can say leaders are honest and they have an ethical behavior, which is very crucial for earning the respects from others, because it is very difficult when you want to earn respect from others. Everybody is not ready to give you respect. He is at the same time his sociability, we can say that he has the ability to build relationship and connect with others. He even have this determination, he have this strong will and persistence to achieve goal despite challenges. There's some criticism also of this act. We can say that the leadership effectiveness is not just about inherited trait. There are other factors also, like you have situational context, behavior also plays a significant role in determining leadership success. Now we will discuss about the behavioral theory of leadership. See, behavioral theory suggests that a successful leader is determined by specific behavior and actions rather than innate trait. This perspective purposes that by understanding the behavior of effective leaders, other can even train to exhibit those some behavior. There are some key behavioral style. The first one is autocratic. The autocratic leaders are basically the leader make decision independently, which with they will just put a little input from team members and which can lead to quick decision, but uh, may decrease morale also. Then we have this democratic leaders. These type of leader involve team member decision making and they even encourages participation and collaboration. This tend to increase engagement but slow down decision making. Then we have this laissez-faire. These type of leader make handoff approach, providing autonomy to team member. This style works well with self-motivated team but can lead to lack of direction. We have in this we have this key theorists are there. The first one is Kurt Lewin, which developed the three leadership style, that is autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire. And the Ohio State of Michigan studies uh, this this theorists identify leadership behavior in terms of initiating structure. First is task oriented and versus consideration, which is relationship oriented. Now we will discuss this contingency theory of leadership. Contingency theory basically argues that no single leader style is best. Instead, the effectiveness of the leadership depends on a situation. We can say that leadership should be adapted to fit the context, include the task, the team, and the environment. There is this Fielder's contingency model. In this, we have leadership style and effectiveness. According to leadership style, they have task oriented versus relationship oriented, and effectiveness totally depends on the factors such as leadership, leaders, member relations, and task structure and the power the leader has. Then we have this Hersey's Blanchard situational leadership theory. This suggests that the leader must adjust their style based on the development level, that is maturity of the follower and the complexity of task. That's it. Then now we will discuss the trust, the foundation of leadership. Trust is basically the belief that the leader will act in the best interest of their followers and has the competency to do so. Trust is basically is a foundation for strong leadership because it influences how leaders are perceived and how effectively they can inspire and motivate others. There are some importance also of this type of leadership. When you gain trust, the first is build strong relationships. So trust foster loyalty and commitment from the team members. It even promotes cooperation. When people trust their leader, they are more likely to collaborate and share ideas freely. They even enhance communication. Enhanced communication, basically we can say open communication flows more easily in environments of trust. It even reduces resistance to change, means followers are more likely to accept change if they trust the leader. We have this developing trust also, like consistency. The leader must act consistent to establish reliability. He should have transparency, being open about decision and their reasons build trust. And he should also be fairness. Fairness means you can say that leader must be impartial and just in their action. Then there are leaders as shapers. So yeah, in this we will discuss that leaders are basically responsible for creating and communicating a vision that gives purpose to the actions to their followers. And leaders provide meaning by aligning personal and organizational goal and inspiring people to work towards them. There are some key aspects. First is we can say crafting compelling narrative, which means leadership can tell stories that engage followers and inspire them towards shared goal. The leadership also help followers to see challenges and opportunity in a way that guides their responses, and leader can even ensure that the vision of the organization resonate with the value and needs of their team. There's some leaders shape the cultural value of an organization by what they emphasize upon rewards and even on model. Now we will discuss about the art of framing. So framing is basically the process of presenting information in a way that influences how others perceive it. Leaders often frame situation, problems and opportunity to shape how others respond to them. There's some key elements of framing. Like first of all, selection. Selection, we can say like what aspects of a situation or to be highlighted and what to leave out. He knows it, like what should he is supposed to tell and what he is supposed to hide. Interpretation, we can say that how the leader explain or interpret the situation. Language also plays the important role. The choice of words can powerfully influence the attitude and behavior. For example, during the crisis, framing the situation as an opportunity for growth and innovation can inspire action and optimism. Now we will discuss EI and leadership effectiveness. EI is basically emotional intelligence, refers to the ability to understand and manage one's emotion as well as recognize and influence the emotions of others. So leaders with high EI can foster better relationship, handle conflict effectively, and even inspire their team. There are some components of EI. The first one is self-awareness. In self-awareness, we can say that it is basically understanding one's emotion and their effect on others. Then we have self-regulation. The self-regulation, we can say, managing disruptive emotion and adapting to change circumstances. Then we have motivation. Motivation, we can say, the harnessing emotion to pursue goal with energy and persistence. Then we have this empathy. Empathy basically recognize and consider other people emotion, and in social skill is basically managing relationship with building network. And impact on leadership. So leaders with high EI tend to build stronger and more cohesive team and handle challenges with greater resilience. Now we will discuss the contemporary leadership role. The leaders roles have evolved with reflecting change in the workplace, cultural and global environment. For example, transformational leaders. So transformational leaders basically inspire and motivate followers to achieve higher level by how do they achieve higher performance? By fostering a vision of growth and innovation. There are some servant leaders focus on the well-being and development of team members, putting others' need before their own. Global leaders adapt leadership strategy to navigate different culture, political and economical landscape in a globalized world. Leaders should be moral, as moral leadership is about leading in accordance with ethical principle and even with values, and also ensuring that a decision and whatever action he is taking should contribute to a greater good. And moral leaders are basically act as a role model. They make ethical choices that promotes fairness and justice. It has some key characteristics. A moral leader has some key characteristics like being honest, and they have this fairness as in treating all individuals with equal respects and equality. A moral leader should be accountable of taking responsibility for action and decision. He should be transparent and he should be, well, basically we can say he should be open in communication and decision making process. A leader must lead by example and act ethical and create an organization culture that supports fairness and accountability. Now we will discuss online leadership. Online leadership is basically leading in virtual or online environment, presenting challenges such as distance, communication barriers, and different working style. And for online leadership, communication plays an important role because leaders need to ensure clear, frequent, and transparent communication across digital platforms. They should be collaborative, as building strong relationship and fostering collaboration through digital tools like Zoom or any other online tools. He should be flexible, and leader must adapt their leadership style to suit remote work dynamics, which may require more trust and autonomy for employees. He should always he should use technology, and leaders need to leverage technology for effective communication, task management, and team coordination. Now we will discuss the challenges to the leadership. Okay, so first is cultural diversity. So basically the problem in cultural diversity is that the organization today are more culturally diverse and than ever due to globalization, and different cultures are having different type of expectations about leadership style, communication and decision making. So yeah, this is one problem. Then we have this rapid technological change, like with emerging technologies like AI, machine learning, we can say automation. Leaders must navigate new tools and system, like ensuring their team and stay relevant. Then we have generation differences. Multi-generation team include baby boomers, like we have the same team or in the same organization we will have generation X, millennials, generation Z, each with unique values, and they will be the communication preferences are there of each generation, and they have some different type of work expectation. Then we have some this globalization problem also. Globalization, like operation or basically now operating in globalization environment involve dealing with diverse political system, like economic policies, legal framework and cultural differences. So yeah, basically these are the major problem nowadays which leaders are facing. And they are also one adapting to change. Also the pace to change in the business environment driven by market trends, technological disruption and crisis require leadership or leaders to be agile or resilient. Like for example, we can take it in one example also, like during the COVID-19 pandemic, which everybody knows, leaders had to rapidly adapt to remote work model while maintaining the team cohesion. Now we will discuss the finding and creating effective leaders. So first is succession planning. This is basically a systematic approach to identify and preparing future leaders within the organization to fill critical growth. And then we have this recruitment we can say attracting external candidate who possess the skill, traits and experience required for leadership role. Then we can like create leaders also, like leading development through leading leadership development programs, like structured initiative aimed at building leadership skills and capabilities are being taught to people or employees. And encouraging self-reflection means helping leaders to develop self-awareness and emotional intelligence by examining their values, strength and area of improvement. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying that the leadership style and approaches must adapt to changing organizational needs and external challenges. An emphasis on agility, collaboration, and inclusive is more important than ever. And building trust, foster loyalty and collaboration. And EI enables leaders to understand and manage their own emotions and those with their team. And ability ensures leaders can navigate uncertain and drive change. Thank you.